you doing? My name's Robert, and today I'm going to be doing a lesson on how to play And What I Have Become by 3 Days Grace. First things first, your guitar needs to be tuned in drop C, and if you don't know how to do that, I have a lesson right here. So we're going to start off in the main riff, and we're going to break this up into two parts. What we're going to do first is strum the bottom open 3 strings twice. Alright. That easy. So now we're going to the 7th fret on the 6th string, play that. Alright, and then the 8th fret on the 6th string. So it sounds like this. Alright, then we're going up to the 7th fret on the 5th string. Then back down to the 8th fret on the 6th string. Then down to the 7th fret on the 6th string. So altogether it sounds like this. Okay, so for the second part of the main riff, it's going to be very similar. What we're going to do is strum the bottom open 3 strings twice. Okay. Then we're going to the 7th fret on the 6th string. And the 8th fret on the 6th string. Then the 7th fret on the 5th string. Then back down to the 8th fret on the 6th string, but this time we're just going to hold it there. So it sounds like this. So for the intro, we do the first part of the main riff 7 times. Alright, and then to finish the intro off, all we do is play the second part of the main riff. Okay, so now we're going to go into the verse, and we're going to break this up into little parts as well. What we're going to start off with is barring the 3rd fret on the bottom 3 strings. So it's going to be 3 on the 6th string, 3 on the 5th string, and 3 on the 4th string. So it sounds like this. Alright, so we're going to play that twice, then 3 times, 3 more times, 3 more times. Alright, now we're going to go up to the 5th fret on the 6th string and just bend it up and down. Alright, so it sounds like this. Alright, so after the first part for the verse, what we're going to do is go back to the first part of the main riff, so it sounds like this. Alright, and then we're going to do the second part of the main riff. Alright, so altogether the first part sounds like this. Okay, so for the second part of the verse, it's going to be very similar. What we're going to start off with is barring that 3. And we're going to do that twice, 3 more times, 3 more times, 3 more times, then once. Then we're going to go up and bar the 5 and do that twice, 3 more times, then once. Then go up and bar the 8, and we're going to do that once. Just hold it there. Okay, so altogether, the second part sounds like this. Okay, so now we're going to go into the chorus, and we're going to break this into parts as well. The first part, what we're going to do is play the bottom open 3 strings, so it's going to be 1, 1, 2. So it sounds like this. Alright. 1, 1, 2. Okay, so now we're going to go to a 3-5 power chord. What that is going to be a 3 on the 5th string, and then a 5 on the 4th string. So it sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to do that same pattern as before. It's going to be 1, 1, 2. Alright, so far we have. Alright, so the next part, what we're going to do is bar the 3rd fret on the bottom 3 strings, and we're going to do that same pattern, 1, 1, 2. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go up to the 7th fret and bar the bottom 3 strings, and we're going to do that once. Then play it again, and slide up so that we're barring the 8. Alright. Alright, so the first part sounds like this. Alright, so the second part of the chorus is actually very similar. What we're going to do is do that same pattern, 1, 1, 2, on the bottom open 3 strings. So it sounds like this. Alright, then we're going to go back to that 3-5 power chord, and we're going to do the same pattern. Okay, and then we're going to go and bar the 3, do the same pattern. So now we're going to go up and bar the 5 on the bottom 3 strings, and we're going to do that twice. Alright, then go down and bar the 3 and do that once. Then go down and bar the 2 and do that once. So it sounds like this. Alright, so now we're going to go back and do that first part of the chorus again. So now the third and final part of the chorus is going to be very similar to the second. What we're going to do is do the bottom open 3 strings to that same pattern, the 1, 1, 2. So go ahead and do that. Go back to that 3-5 power chord, do the same thing. Go down and bar the 3rd fret and do the same thing. Alright, now we're just going to bar the 5, do that once. Then go down to the 3rd fret and do that once. Then go down to the 2nd fret and do that once. So altogether it sounds like this. Alright, so now you just go back into the first part of the main riff and you do that once. Alright, then you do the second part of the main riff and do that once. And you just go back into the verse. So when you come to play the chorus the second time, what you're going to do is do the first part of the chorus. Alright, then the second part of the chorus. Alright, and then you do that again. Alright, and then you go back and do the first part of the chorus again. Alright, and then you do the third part of the chorus. Alright, and then you just end on the open on the bottom 3 strings. Alright, so now for the bridge, what we're going to do is go up and bar the 8th fret on the bottom 3 strings, and we're going to do that twice. Alright, then 3 more times. Alright, then once. Then go down and bar the 5th fret and do that twice. Alright, so now we're going to do something very similar to the main riff. We're going to go to the 7th fret on the 6th string. Then go up to the 8th fret on the 6th string. Then go up to the 7th fret on the 5th string. Then back down to the 8th fret on the 6th string. Then the 7th fret on the 6th string. So altogether we have. So now we're going to go to the open on the bottom 3 strings. So we're going to do that twice. Then 3 times. Alright, then once. Then go and bar the 3rd fret and do that twice. Then 3 times. Then once. Then go up to the 8th fret and bar that and do that twice. Then 3 times. Then once. Then go back down to the 5th fret and do that twice. Then do that little main riff thing again. Alright, now we're going to do the open and do that twice. Then 3 times. Then once. Alright, and now we're going to go bar that 3rd fret again and do that twice. Then 3 times. Then once. Alright, and then go up to that 8th fret and do it twice. Then 3 times. Then once. Okay, so here's where things change up a little bit. Now we're going to go to the 5th fret on the 6th string. Alright, and then go up to the 7th fret on the 6th string. Then the 8th fret on the 6th string. Alright, then go to the 7th fret on the 5th string, and when we do this, we're going to bend it. So it sounds like this. Alright, then go back down to the 8th fret on the 6th string. Then the 7th fret on the 6th string. Alright, so then you're just going to finish it off playing the bottom open 3 strings once. So now we're going into the third time that we're playing the chorus. What we're going to do is palm mute it. So we're going to take the meat of our palm and place it on the strings that we're going to be playing on the bottom. So it's going to sound like this. Alright. Okay, so we're taking the first part of the chorus and we're going to do that once. Alright, and then we're going to do the second part of the chorus and do that once. Alright, so now we're lifting our hand off, so it's not going to be palm muted anymore. And then we're going to go back and do that first part of the chorus again. Then do the second part of the chorus. And go back and do the first part of the chorus. Alright, and then do the third part of the chorus. Alright, now we're going to go back and do the first part of the main riff. Alright, we're going to do that 6 times. So the last part that we're playing is the same thing that we did to finish off the bridge. What we're going to do is play the 5th fret on the 6th string, and go up to the 7th fret on the 6th string, then the 8th fret on the 6th string, and go up to that 7 on the 5th string and bend it. Alright. Then go back down to that 8th fret on the 6th string, then go down to the 7th fret on the 6th string. So it sounds like this. Alright, so we do that 4 times. Alright, and then we just finish it off playing the bottom open 3 strings once. So they finish the song off with a pick scrape going up, so what you're going to do is place your pick on the 6th string, alright, and then you're just going to drag it straight up. Okay, so that does it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. If you had any trouble learning the song, just go ahead and post it down in the comments below, and I'll try to help you out. Otherwise, just post any requests that you'd like to learn down in the comments below.